Hi, Libra, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your June 6, 2024 new moon reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously. It gets this channel seen by the YouTube algorithm, so thank you so very much. And just to let you know, the cards will tell you what you need to know, not what you want to know. Let's begin. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. Fantastic. Okay. So we are crowned here with this new moon in Gemini with the Five of Wands. So the Five of Wands is fighting for the sake of fighting. It's chaos for the sake of chaos. So just be mindful about that during this time, Libra. We can sit there and look at things that seem like that people are making such big deals out of, or that we're being dragged into. This is a big deal. This is a big deal. It's chaos for the sake of chaos. So don't let that distract you. And that's going to be really important during this time because we're seeking change. We're seeking spontaneity. We can also be very, very logical, which is something that we like as air sign energy, entering into our fellow air sign energy time frame and moon. We like the the logic of it all. So this is going to be very important that we don't let ourselves become a little bit too calculating, a little bit cold-hearted. And everybody has that proclivity during this time, so we just have to be mindful of it. It moves us then to the Nine of Wands reverse. We are releasing so much drama damage that has been done. And we are going to see ourselves like saying, I'm just so done with the fighting. And that's why with the Five of Wands crowning everything, it's like very counterintuitive to the energy that we feel around ourselves. It's like, I don't want to be doing this anymore. I don't want the fighting and the chaos and the hurt and the pain and the nonsense and to be feeling this way for this person's idea and that way for this person's idea. I need to stand in the power of me. The Eight of Wands is reversed, so things move slowly. It's not going to be, this moon isn't going to be a time where it's like, oh my gosh, everything moves so fast, it moves so quickly, it's so this, it's so that. It's going to move a lot more slowly than we had thought. And then what's going to happen is as it's moving slowly and we're getting frustrated, then all of a sudden it's going to start picking up. All of a sudden things are going to start moving quicker. With the Hierophant reverse, this is Taurus energy, time frame April 20th to May 20th. We can be having difficulty with Taurus energy. We can be having difficulty with this energy if it's in our chart. So just be mindful about it. But this is also a sense where we can be really way too rule oriented. We can be looking at things and saying top down structure. This is the way it's supposed to be. This is the way it needs to be. This is the hierarchy of things. This is, what is needed. So just being mindful about that is going to be really important because we can be too strict. And that strictness actually can be causing just some resentment within ourselves that we're not even realizing that we're causing for ourselves. This can also be a sense of like, what is my purpose? What do I desire? What do I want? What am I good at? And we can be asking ourselves these questions during this time. And what's really great about a new moon in Gemini is like totally great at looking at things, piecing things apart and saying, oh, but this is you. Like, this is what you need to discover about you. So we're not just setting the intention for the next like 15 days when the new moon comes up. We are setting the intention for the next new full moon. When the full moon comes up, we're setting the intention for the full moon in December, the full moon in Gemini. So this time with the full moon, with the new moon in Gemini, we're looking at what is it that I desire. We can be very, very literal about this. I actually see this as, yes, we're being too strict and too, this is the way it has to be, but this can actually, we can play this in our favor so well and so great that what we can think is like, oh, this is going to be terrible. It like winds up being such a win. So just be aware of that because we're really saying to ourselves, like, how do I want to finish off this year? And what is it that I'm dedicating myself to moving forward? And with the King of Swords, the King of Swords is in an upright position. This is us. We are air sign energy, right, Libra? And this is also Gemini energy. This is also Aquarius energy. But this is us really knowing our voice, what we desire, what we want, giving ourselves permission to take flight, to go after, to look at things in a very different way than we have before. We're cutting through a lot of nonsense, a lot of fears that have held us back. And we're really being able to say to ourselves, this is what I want, period, end stop. And that's going to be, again, very liberating. It leads us to the 10 of Wands. We're putting down a burden that we've been carrying, a burden that might be beautiful, right? It can be to help everybody else. It can be to make everything else go perfectly smooth. But with the 10 of Wands, we're releasing what has weighed us down, what has bowed us, what has, made it seem that we just can't. And it brings us to the Sun card. And the Sun card is the happiest card in the whole entire deck. The Sun in the upright position is like, oh yeah, you got this. You got this, Libra. And, you've got it with a smile on your face and joy in your heart. And that is absolutely amazing. So let's see what Spirit has to say. Now, if you're interested in entering to receive a free reading, put a rose in the comment box below. A person will be chosen at random and announced on Sunday. So good luck to everyone. And yeah, if you're interested in not waiting for a free reading, but, purchasing a reading, check out my website, daneharttarot.com. So this is the card Breathe that just fell right out. Don't forget to focus on your breath, to breathe, to let yourself relax, to let yourself see yourself. That is going to be a very important and very vital thing for you. It moves us then to our chakra energy, angels, and spirit guides. Show me clearly. This is abundance, like yay, richness, wealth, prosperity, success, what you value as much as money coming forward. I mean, never a bad thing at all. This is a root chakra of abundance that is guiding us towards so much more than we thought possible. And it brings us then to our energy to be mindful of. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels. Here we have the Three of Wands reverse. So we need to be mindful that certain ideas that we had, like on the horizon, oh, this is how I'm going to move things forward. This is what I'm going to go after. This is what I want. It's not necessarily going to line up like those nice little toy soldiers that we want, like that we have here that she's playing with. We're going to kind of wish that it moves a very certain way, but we're going to find that we need to kind of hang on and be ready for the ride, because my gosh, are we going to be on one, Libra? I know that's not what you want to hear, but it is leading to abundance and prosperity and success. So, not a bad ride, but it is going to be a ride nonetheless. With the Five of Wands, again, we just have to be mindful. We're kind of ready for a battle. We're ready for things not to go smoothly. We're ready to like really jump into a cause and fight everybody else against it and stuff like that. But here it's like, be mindful about this, because it's just wasting your energy. It's not actually connecting with part of your purpose here. And this is deeply me, and this is what I have to fight for, and this is what I need to go after, and this is what I want. So just be mindful about that. It can be a little bit tricky to know, where to stand right now or how to stand right now. So that's going to be important too. There is also a sense that people want to, really pull you into their drama, into their trauma. Oh, Libra, look at this. Oh, Libra, look at that. It's like, oh my gosh, just be quiet. So just be aware of that, because you can absolutely be pulled in. You want to save people. You want to help people. You can add on to your burdens just as long as it helps ease theirs. And that's just going to be too much. It's going to wind up backfiring. So just be mindful about that. The Nine of Wands is not caring so much what everybody else thinks. I know for an air sign energy, it's like, what? I can't do that. But you can. You can, most definitely. It takes time. It takes practice. And it comes, with experience in life. But with the Nine of Wands, we are so done feeling tired and battered and bruised and like, okay, here it goes. Here's another fight. Here's another defense. Here's another way to move forward. That's why taking time to breathe, taking time to connect with our root chakra, taking time to know that we don't have to be off on a next adventure, even though we want to be, like that spontaneous, power of this Gemini new moon comes forward. But also in the Sabian symbolism, this moon is symbolized by the head of a robust youth morphing, transforming into that of a mature thinker. And so this is going to be a time where we go from like just going off of action, action and gusto, to thinking it through and balancing things. And that's what we're about, Libra. That's like who we are. With the Eight of Wands reverse, it's not going to move fast. We're going to want things to move fast, to pick up speed, to get going. And this is going to be a time where slow and steady really does win the race. Yes, it will pick up, but it'll pick up once we stop trying to push it faster. It's kind of like being a little kid. It's like, oh no, just go faster, go faster. And you try to push it and then it just slows things down, So that's what I'm seeing here. With the Hierophant, it is very much a sense of of being too strict. We are going to have a tendency during this time to be too strict with ourselves, to sit there and say, it has to be like this, it has to be like that, I have to do this, I have to do that. And why? Why? What are we trying to prove? Why is going to be a really good question. And asking those questions and diving deeper into things, that can actually be really, really fun for us. So just knowing that. Also knowing that we can be bullheaded. We can be, overly critical of the quality of things and the quantity of things is also going to be important. Or we can be dealing with somebody who has those tendencies during this time. And really looking at, how do I stabilize myself, move myself forward, and go after what it is that I want, but also what is it that's, powerful and prosperous and bountiful for me. With the King of Swords, the King of Swords is, I know my voice. It's like, nobody's going to mess with me. Nobody's going to bully me around. I know my voice. I know what I desire. All the time? No, not all the time, because that's not how this game of life works. But it is very much during this moon, especially, embracing our voice, embracing our logic, cutting through a lot of doubts that had held us back before, and saying, no, this is how I'm moving forward for me. This is where I need to be. And this is what I'm developing, desiring, and, claiming for myself. And the King of Swords is also like, this is what I've trained for, right? You don't just pick up a sword and naturally know how to use it. It's a dangerous weapon. It is the only weapon within the tarot. And so this is going to be a time for us as well, where we're looking at things and we're saying, you know what? It hasn't come easily to me. It is something I've worked very hard towards. It is something that I have sacrificed a lot for. And I'm still going after what is, my power, my big thing, my desire. Be very mindful during this moon. We can absolutely get into the energy of like, oh, I can do that for you. I can do that for you. I'll put that on my shoulders. And then just feeling completely overwhelmed with the 10 of Wands. We could have already done it. This is something that I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not surprised at all to see. It's something that very much aligns with us, Libra. And so with the 10 of Wands, just be very aware that we can be putting on a huge burden on ourselves, on, what we want. And and we need to let it go. We need to kind of look up. We need to kind of just like let everything drop and look up towards the sun, which is right here, and see its warmth and see its beauty, guiding us, leading us. And with the 10 of Wands, we can just feel overwhelmed and we can feel chaotic at times, but we're also saying, what is my passion? What is my fire? How do I want to move forward for me? Where is it that I need to be? What is it that I desire for me? And then that's like, once we start asking those questions, it starts opening up a world that we didn't think we got to have. And it's also a completion of a cycle when it comes to work, when it comes to our fire, our passion, where we're going to see that like a lot of things have been trying to bury us and now we're releasing. And with the sun, there's this real sense of beauty and of seeing what our happiness is and knowing what it is that we want and looking at ourselves and saying, oh, but I see me. I know me. I know what I love. I know what I desire. I know what I'm passionate about. I'm letting that energy in just powerfully, beautifully, and unapologetically. It moves us then to our subconscious spirit message, which is serenity. We need to have peace. Here, serenity is reverse. So, in order to embrace our peace, our serenity, our calm, that is going to be really important. But also prioritizing that and saying, I need the peace here. I need not to be reactionary to things, because with the 5 of Wands, you can be a bit reactionary and kind of like a bit snippy and snarky. So just be mindful about that. And we have that beautiful Gemini energy coming through, which is going, well, that's just the truth. And we don't need any help with that, Libra, to be like, well, it's just the truth, So just be aware. It moves us then to our chakra energy, which is divine wisdom. This is the soul star chakra located 6 inches above our crown. It is being guided. It is being healed. It is divine wisdom moving with us. And that is beautiful. calming things down, centering ourselves, and just listening to our voice is going to be so powerful and so beautiful for us. It moves us then to our energy to be mindful of. This is the Emperor. Now, this is Aries energy. Time frame March 21st to April 19th. This is also somebody who is very domineering. This can be tyrant energy too. We can be a little bit dramatic and be like, oh, they're a tyrant. But they could be. They like to be listened to and in charge, and they want everybody to kind of bow to their will. So just being aware of that during this time is going to be important. And we are just not here for it, Libra. We don't want to be told what to do, and we really have no desire to bow to anybody's will. And it moves us then to our subconscious spirit message, which is the devil. And the devil, what did I say the devil, and I thought this is death card. No, this is the devil. This is Capricorn energy. This is addictions. This is, this is being too strict. Okay, it's too strict. Saturn energy comes forward. Saturn rules Capricorn, which is great. That's why Capricorns are so efficient. They can get everything done, right? But when it's wrong, they can be too adherent to rules. It can be too strict. It can be you're being too precise. You're being too nitpicky, right? It just has to be perfect. And here with the devil, it's like, no, just it's time to release the perfectionist. But with the devil reversed, it can be, yes, we're releasing the hold that perfectionism has on us. But it can also be that we're afraid of chaos, like any form of chaos. We just want everything to be neat and orderly and structured up and down the Mississippi until it's perfect. And it will never be perfect. So do be mindful about that. That's when we start, having negative coping mechanisms come in that can be, that can really lead us to spiral. So just be mindful with our subconscious stuff. We're super, super, super judgmental on ourselves. So it's never going to be good enough. And Spirit's saying, stop it. Embrace the joy. Embrace your prosperity. Let yourself sing. Let yourself be happy. You're good enough. You are. You're really quite great. All right. All right, Libra. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. Love you all and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in. Oh, and please note that this meditation and healing will be accompanied by a loud sound. Now take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Libra. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless. Bye.